Man, I just looked at that elevate your consciousness, hey, in the opening, and I was like, boy, we're really elevating it on Conspiracy Couch, aren't we? We're really
I'm like, what?
Yeah, we're really elevating our consciousness. Hey, peeps, what's going on? This is the Conspiracy Couch. I think it's number 12, Mandela effects. Woohoo! Right, Foil?
Right?
Yeah. And I am your host, Alara of Sirius, here with my awesome co-host, Loyal to the Foil. Say what's up, Loyal to the Foil.
Peeps?
All right, let me go grab the foxhole chat and stick it over here where I can see. What's up, fam? Hey, Yovanda, Doctor, Nicholas, Becky, Crystal, Paula, Sarah, Frightening Me. I like that name, Frightening Me. All right, let me go grab the foxhole chat while you say what's up to the fam.
Grab the foxhole chat. Yes, hello. And yes, Nicholas Houston, you are messing with folks. My mind is blown enough already at the moment. Trip me out. You guys know we touched on this a couple of times, but we found it was time to just dedicate a whole show to this.
Right? Needed to happen.
Time to talk about the weirdness, because there is some weirdness going on. Right. You ain't about to tell me there's no
oh, we got UFO
shenanigans happening.
Even mom had one, I think. I don't know. Maybe she can get her to clarify while I'm trying to grab the foxhole chat.
Miss B, did you see the UFOs, or are we just talking about wasn't there a mass sighting or something, a flotilla that was seen somewhere?
Yeah, there was a flotilla seen in pretty legit, man. It's on my Telegram channel, you guys. UFO Mark caught a flotilla. So UFO Mark is a truck driver, and he's an experiencer and a contactee. Well, he caught a whole flotilla of light ships in Albuquerque last night, and he got them on tape. So did other people. There was another gal in the chat that got them on tape too. So there's two tapes that came in. Hers was taped through the window, but Mark's is clear as day. I mean, it's clear as day. You can see the light. They're powering up. They power up the whole 9 yards. Hey, Kate, good to see you. Hi, Mom.
And your mom was saying something about in Utah also?
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
There were ships.
Maybe we can get her to clarify. Yeah, that was Mark's video, Kate. Incredible. Hey, UFO Mark. Yeah, maybe I can pull up my Telegram and show everybody, because that was incredible footage you caught. Hey, Viper 1700, Gary Flesher, nice to see you.
What up, Foxhole fam?
What's going on, Foxhole, Cloud Watcher, Liberty Bells? All right, let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, Telegram. Okay, let's
Telegram.
see.
You gotta make yourself the host again. Or do I gotta make you the host?
Oh, I think you gotta make me the host, friend.
Here, okay. I'll make you the host. Hold on. Maybe if we can figure this out.
I'm going to get down on some Mandela effects tonight, some spaceships, if I could pull up Telegram successfully without, that was nice about Twitter. You could put it in the bookmarks and you could pull it up on your show, but it's a little more complicated in Telegram. But let's see if old Commander Alara here can pull it off.
Right.
Okay, so let me see. Let me go to my channel here, and let me see if I can find it and pull it up. Let's see. All right, UFO Mark, I'm working on it. So it looks like Jen B from my chat, she got footage, and so did Mark. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull up Mark's and move it over to the other screen. All right. Well, hold on. Let me pull it up over here. Come on, Telegram. You're moving over here, buddy. There we go. Okay, let's try this out. Make it big. Now I got to find the footage. Oh, there it is. Okay. So,
just talk your way through it.
Do you like me narrating? That's great, isn't it? Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see. All right. UFO Mark, incredible footage. Let's show everybody because it's just that cool. Hold on. YouTube video. Oh, you guys want the sound, huh? I better turn the Kofefe button on.
Kofefe?
Yeah, let me Kofefe this. Okay. Da-da-da. Come here, Foxhole. Boy, this is getting quite complicated today, guys. See, this is what it's like when I don't have something pulled up and I, want to pull it up on the fly. It gets complicated. Oh, man.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. Okay.
Brad says he saw him.
Ready, guys? Here we go. For those that didn't see him already, this is pretty incredible. Let's do this.
Bring it on.
Thank you. There they are. I'm in New Mexico, outside Albuquerque, on I-40 East, and we have a flotilla of light ships.
Whee! Yeah, man.
Saying hi. side of I-40 eastbound outside of Albuquerque. They're lighting up, and there's about, I'd say, 2 dozen, maybe more, maybe 30, 40 light ships. It's amazing. It's kind of hard to get. Let's see if I can get some photos here. There we go. Thank you, guys.
Oh, wow.
There's a whole bunch of them.
This one's powering up. You can see right there. This is the traffic going by. I'm a truck driver heading towards Albuquerque eastbound on I-40. And I'm also a contactee and experiencer. It's kind of hard to make. I'm zooming in so you can see. There we go. You see? One after the other. There they are. Hi, guys. Thank you. Wow. Now, if it is, no. Well, if it is ours, then they're doing this right now for all of us to see. If it is my starving family, which I'm pretty sure that's who it is. That's what they do. But it's amazing no matter what. Thank you. Wherever you're going tonight. Safe travels, safe journey.
So awesome, Mark. That's good footage.
He is so much more polite than me.
Right? Well,
Thank you. Thank you.
well, just
I'm
for
like, what the hell?
just for perspective, let's show Jen's too. So she got hers through the window, but these are literally the same ships that Mark was taping. It's the same thing. She just didn't have much time. She caught what she could through the window. So let me pull.
Oh shoot, okay. Kind of.
Hold on. It's a little harder to make it out in this one, but check it out. Same ships, same time.
Not really. Holy shit. I got it.
Keep videoing.
You can't even see it really. Mom, you can't even see it. Wait.
Just keep videoing.
I am. Can I go outside?
Space Friends. Yeah. So, it looks like...
Yes, Sarah. That was my niece yelling at them. We just want to talk to you.
So, is it a
Oh, yeah,
coincidence?
you
It looks like we're not up on Rockfin. We're up on Foxhole, D Live, and YouTube, but I don't think we're up on Rockfin.
You'll have to upload there. I don't know
Yeah.
Speaking of Rockfin, if you haven't gone over to Rockfin, make the free account. We're not the only awesome people on the platform. I mean, there are a ton of super cool people, and apparently there's an Android app coming, which should be super helpful. And my friend Sam Tripoli has now been made the head of the comedy division, so it will be getting a hell of a lot funnier as well. There's all kinds of stuff over there.
Well, it's going to get a lot funnier because you're there, Foil. You know?
Ta-da!
Right?
If you like sports, if you want to watch MMA stuff, if you want to hear about politics, if you want to talk about aliens, Rockfin is the free speech platform. Go over there, make the free account. You can follow us for free. If you feel froggy and you want to subscribe to one of our channels, you don't just get our premium content, you get everybody's premium content on the whole platform. Can't beat that. That's my spiel, my Rockfin spiel for the day.
Okay. Fantastic. So, yeah, Mark, that was incredible footage. So I hear, my mom is saying that there was some sightings in Utah. Same night. I wonder if it was the same ships.
It's getting close. It's about that time for that report to drop.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to find out something. Somebody better say something.
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see what we're told, you know? It's gonna be interesting to see what we're told. But I'll tell you, I can't tell you because I wasn't there. What did it feel like, UFO Mark? Did that feel like Star Family, like them, or did that feel like us doing something? Because I'm curious what Mark's perception of it was. People that actually witnessed this stuff last night. If they thought it was us flexing, or was it light ships, legit ET light ships? Curious to know what you guys thinks. Thanks. Did you hear that? I said thanks.
What you thinks?
I'm here. I'm curious to know what you guys thinks. So yeah, let me go ahead and thank super chats from last week, last night.
Thank them away.
Jacqueline, Mary Maya, Sarah, Robert B, from D Live, Lucid Leopard, Julie 65, Nick Houston, Blue Phoenix, Morning Flower, Par 5, Mountain Lace, Mr. No Clip, Say Yay, Band Shadow, Debbie Roush, and donations Big Stud Tsunami and Mandy in Cali. Thank you so much for your support, guys.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So Mandela effects. Mandela effects. Yeah, we had to get into some UFOs. So UFO Mark, he's saying liberation time is near. But what was your impression of the ships, my friend? What's going on? Was that
right?
Did that feel
I mean,
like
he was saying thank you? He said they felt like they were his star family.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
if it was us, maybe he'd have been like,
hey, I'm gonna get real excited.
A little less polite.
Because that was a lot of ships, and that was very visible to a lot of people, not just Mark. Mark's an experiencer.
Did you see the video Mr. MB333 put up of the
No.
mothership or whatever that was out by the ISS?
No.
That was wild. Tyler had some good footage just the other day. Like,
Man, they're coming in.
all recent, yes,
Yep.
all new stuff.
They're showing out. I don't know. Maybe they know something.
Tyler
we don't
from
know.
Secure Team, I should specify.
Oh, not the other Tyler. Right.
Yeah, I know. I always do that, right? Yeah.
She went into a speech the other day, you guys, with me about Tyler this and Tyler that. I'm like, I thought she was talking about Tyler Koala. And I was like, what? No, she's like, no, Tyler from Secure Team. I'm like, you could have specified that, dude.
Right.
So, yeah. Man, I hope it keeps increasing, dude. It looked like they wanted people to see him last night in Albuquerque.
Clearly.
So, hey, our cloaked, he says, I would be honored future guest on your show. I zoomed into the amazing Severe's live when he had the Punisher on a few days ago. Was an amazing live. Good to see you, Cloak. Thank you.
Yeah,
for your
I saw
super-
he's up on D Live now. Go over and follow Severe. He's on D Live.
Yeah,
Foxhole as
he's
well.
on. Yeah, go follow Severe. He's over on D Live, you guys now, and he needs to build that over there. So please go and follow Severe over there. He's I don't know where else he is, but I know he's on Foxhole and D Live. But I'm not sure if he's on Twitch or not. I really need to find out. Right.
I think so.
But go follow him on
I
D
think
Live.
so.
Right. So, yeah, he's coming on. He's doing great. I really am proud of Severe. He they took out everything at once for him. Every account he had, everything. All his chant, like everything, and he just bounced right back, and with like an awesome album too. So shout out to Severe.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah, he's doing
the move.
He's working on some cool projects too. Okay, so let's get to
So what is a Mandela effect? What is the Mandela effect? Why do they call it the Mandela effect?
Speak for
Okay,
him.
not the Mengele effect, Nicholas Houston. Right, he was trying to mess with me before the show. Right, so for those of you that maybe you don't know, right, the Mandela effect is a term that was coined around 2010 by a researcher that was looking into the death of Nelson Mandela, because I remember him dying in prison in the 80s. I remember seeing it on TV. Like, we had a floor model TV. I remember seeing it. I remember the people in the streets, all of that, right? Nelson Mandela, he was put in prison in South Africa. He was fighting against apartheid. He was an activist. Apparently, however, he really didn't die until 2013. He got out, he got divorced, he became president of South Africa. It was a whole big thing. But the crazy thing is, there is a large percentage of people that have identical memories of this man dying in prison, right? I am one of those people. I was shocked to find out this cat was alive, all right? So once this happened, people started noticing other things, right? I don't want to call them coincidences, but other what psychologists are deeming misrememberings, okay? A psychologist will tell you that this is some sort of a mass delusion, that people are having a common misremembering of an event, that maybe their memories have all pulled up these same images somehow or whatever. Now,
the Bible
to
changed.
be fair, man, so many things have many things have changed, right? I mean, how are you gonna even argue with that? So there are some theories as to why this is happening, okay? And the primary theories are either that it's just some common mass delusion, all right? But if you want to get into the nice tinfoil theories, and that's what we're here for, right? The primary ideas are either that, right? We are somehow slipping into and out of some sort of an alternate dimension, right? Some sort of an alternate reality, or that maybe there was a timeline collapse, or possibly we are in a simulation and these are rewritings of the program, right? Or possibly the effects of time travel, possibly the effects of CERN, right? We don't know. Now, what's interesting is, and you know, going down a rabbit hole, I came across a video that was done by a guy at Fermilab, Don Lincoln, right? Respected physicist, and he's doing this little video on why the Mandela effect is a joke. And he's saying, well, and he's focusing on the alternate reality thesis. And what he is saying is that if this were the case, that we were, say, that we slipped somehow into another dimension or onto another timeline, that our memories would change with the physical changes in the physical universe, because our memories are held by a physical object as a physical thing. He completely takes away any kind of a notion of a spiritual connection or collective consciousness or any kind of a higher understanding of what our memories are or where our memories come from.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think most of us here probably have the idea that there's at least some sort of a collective consciousness that we can download from and upload to, and that we work together, literally creating our reality kind of as we go. Right. He didn't address the simulation theory at all, or the time travel theory. That was because, you know, he was pretty much laughing at the people that suggested that maybe CERN had done this. You know, and like I said, it is kind of funny that these really didn't start to be noticed until around 2010. Right? And the Nelson Mandela issue is far from the only example of this. Okay? Alara, what do you tell me some of the things that have just blown your mind as far as
the Monopoly guy? He always had a monocle.
The Monopoly guy definitely had a freaking
let's
monocle.
ask the chat. Guys, how do you remember the Monopoly guy? Did he have a monocle or no monocle when you were growing up? So one, if he had a monocle. 2, no monocle. 1, he had a monocle. 2, he didn't have a monocle.
It's great, you know, and what's even crazier is that even though people can look this stuff up and it'll show you one thing, there will be pop culture references showing it another way. Like, for example,
it's interesting. Most people are saying 1, but I've got a few people that are saying 2.
But, well, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's not that everybody would have come from this alternate timeline, you know? And I think this speaks more to the dimensional theory than the simulation theory, because if they're rewriting programs, I mean, wouldn't that rewrite the program for everybody? If that were the issue?
Well, we wouldn't be getting any 2s.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking.
I mean,
you know, I kind of go with the whole timeline dimensional theory personally, because I feel like I'm just not from here.
This is kind of, you know, I've heard people say that we live in a pocket universe, that this is a pocket universe, that this is some form of an alternate reality. So I don't know, you know, but there's definitely some dynamics going on here that nobody understands that we would like to get to the bottom of.
Do you remember in the Ace Ventura movie, was it the second one, where he was like, and you must be the Monopoly guy, and it's got that little short dude he calls Uncle Pennybags, and he's got a freaking monocle?
Foil, do you mind if I start letting peeps in? Since we're doing Mandela effects, we might as well go ahead and get the conversation going?
Have at it.
Okay. Did you want to show some pictures? I'm gonna let you in, Hang 10 Alien Surfer.
Yeah, I mean, I found some wild pictures too that I want to share with you guys. You got to make me host again.
Look, we got
So
we got an alien on the show. Isn't this great? I gotta make
Ain't
you
that
the host.
something?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna make you the host again. All right.
Okay, guys in the chat, here's a question for you.
Wait. I gotta make you the host so you can share screen. Whoa, where's the make host? There it is. Okay, you're host now.
Okay. All right, guys in the chat. Do you ever and you know, maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. But do you have any remembrances of horses being able to grow mustaches? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Can a horse grow a mustache?
1 for yes, 2 for no.
1 for yes, 2 for no.
2. What about you, Hang 10? 1 or 2?
No, 2.
2.
But
no.
can cats have wings?
No.
Tell me that's not a thing, right?
Please don't tell me they have wings now. Please.
Tell me
I
that's
can't
not a
handle
thing.
that level yet.
Right?
I'm not. Yeah.
We're not there. We are
Google
not
it.
there.
Google it right now.
Oh no.
No.
Hold on, okay.
Let's
So
see.
look.
We got a lot of 2s.
Okay, all right, guys. But now hold on, because I'm about to blow
2s.
I'm about to blow your mind here, right? Somebody tell me.
Welcome to the couch, Hang 10.
Oh,
Okay.
somebody tell me, what the hell is this?
Thank you.
No way. No way.
What is this,
Come on.
bruh? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say here. What is this? What is happening here?
Seriously? No. Come on.
Apparently. All right, I got another one for you. Okay.
Well, Google cats with wings
Okay.
after this. Because
Oh man, you gotta look up the cats with wings.
That
All right, hold on. Let me look.
That trips me out. They can't fly, but they have wings.
What? What is that?
No, okay.
Is this? Wait a minute. Is this just fur being combed out
Are
like
you pulling
wings?
our legs? Come on now.
Yeah. What is this? Hangton, don't be messing
Somebody
with us
put
here,
wings
man.
on
Don't
the
be
cat.
messing-
Yeah. Don't
Right?
play.
I'm like, now I know, but the horses with the mustaches, that's real.
Yeah. Okay, go back
Like
to the
I
horse.
ain't never
back-
in my life.
Cats with wings, man. I almost bought it. Hey, that's how weird this planet is getting. I was like, well, hey,
Right?
anything's possible, you know? Horses with mustaches. You gotta be
And
kidding me.
it's a freaking look at this guy. Look at this guy.
That's not a
The
meme.
next thing's that horses have monocles.
No.
Right.
Hey, that's not a meme.
No, Alara, this is real.
Click
Like,
on
this
can
is-
horses
this is
grow
real.
mustache? Horses can grow mustache. That black horse, the third row
Which
down
one?
on the
This
left.
guy?
No, not that. What is that?
Yeah, no, he has a very fine mustache.
Yeah. Who knew? Exactly.
What?
Next thing, they're gonna be starting barbershop
that.
quartets.
I'm afraid I don't want to get us
Okay.
knocked again.
All right.
We're showing videos.
Okay, yeah. So let's not do that. So what else? What else did you find, Foil?
Okay. All right. Guys, in World War One, okay, has anybody in the chat ever heard of Dazzle camouflage? Right? You want to hide a ship or you want to keep it from getting hit, and then we're talking World War One. We're not talking high-tech weaponry. You know, we're talking basic level shit here. In World War One, is anybody familiar with Dazzle camouflage? Because apparently,
Oh, come on in.
apparently this was a thing too.
No. What?
Oh wow,
Liz, let me tell. Isn't that ridiculous?
bedazzled, man.
Man, listen.
I used to have a girlfriend that did that to her shirts, bedazzle them.
Bruh,
What?
I'm a nerd, specifically a history nerd. This is completely new to me. Okay? Who does this? Nobody does this. That's a target. That ain't no camo. That's a target right there. What are you talking about?
They really did this. They painted the ships.
They apparently in this timeline, they legit thought this was super freaking clever because yeah, it's real.
Oh man.
Okay.
Okay. So
now, mind you, since we're talking about Mandela effects, there are going to be people that remember these things, right? This is the thing. Some people will remember it one way. Some people will remember it a different way.
does anybody in the chat, in any of the chats, remember bedazzled ships from World War II? Anybody?
World War One.
Oh, World War One. If you remember the ships, you've heard of this before. Enter a 1. If not, 0. If you've heard of the ships, 1. If not, 0.
0 for me, man.
Yeah, it's 0 for me all day long.
That's new to me. But those are the ones that got the programming, the ones that remember it.
Man.
Hi, Joe.
Right.
Hi, Methods.
I heard
Hi,
somebody
Philly.
talking about. Oh, hi guys.
Sorry, saying
I
hi.
heard somebody talking about the rebel gene, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe people with the rebel gene just don't upload the new programming or something. I don't know.
Dude.
You know. Here. Let me go more to regular.
Hold.
Pop culture.
There's a bunch of people in the chat that remember those ships.
Well, like I said, there are going to be people
on
that
YouTube and
remember
D
it.
Live. It's like
But
half and half, and then it's like solid 0. Well, no, there's a couple of 1s on Foxhole.
Yeah, it's about half and half on YouTube too.
Like, this is wild to me.
Whoa.
All right. Well, here's one. I want you to picture the bat symbol. Okay. I want you to picture Batman, the bat, the symbol, the Batman, right? Now, at the very tip, under his wings, it comes down into a point, right?
No, I can't. I don't really remember well enough.
Well,
tell
it
you.
depends on which one. There's a lot of them, though. There's a lot of different versions of that, so that's
here's the
subjective.
Kind of. But here's where it gets weird, right? The 1989 Batsuit is the only one to look like this, right? And when I show you this, you're going to be like, what? And I mean, the box of the movie looks the right way, right? The bat signal in the Batman movie looks the right way. Only on the Batsuit at some point did this happen. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can get a bit better picture. Can you see this? These extra points right here?
I don't remember, man. I never really looked at it that clearly. I don't.
There's
think.
so many different versions of this. It's kind of hard to tell.
But they've
my
all been the
co-host-
same except for this one. I mean, there are old versions of it, but I'm talking about just the point at the tip of the bat.
Gary, the password's
All
on
right.
the screen. Can you pull off the thing so Gary can see the password?
Yeah,
the
what do I
white,
gotta do? Stop
just
shit?
get rid of the white background. Yeah. So you can see the password is on. Let me put it in the chat too. It's probably easier if the mods have it.
Well, those were just some of the pictures that I had pulled that were kind of.
She blew my mind today. You guys got to check on this. She told me the Ice Cube song "Today Was a Good Day" isn't today.
No longer
Today was a good day.
Called "Today Was a Good Day." Now I know, I know the words to this. Like this was at the heyday of my messiness. Okay. Like the song was called "Today Was a Good." I mean, the lyrics are "Today Was a Good Day." Apparently now, it's called "It Was a Good Day."
No.
It was a good day.
No, there's no way.
You know
Never
how many
happened.
past tense and future tense has happened in the Mandela effect with Tom Hanks, where like a lot of his lines in movies, like life is like a box of chocolates. Life was like a box of chocolates.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Or the Houston, we had a problem now.
What?
Instead of Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
No, it's not like that anymore. It's changed to past tense. It's like it's in the past.
Bro, I mean, the most famous apparently misquoted movie line ever is from freaking Star Wars, right? It's I am it.
No,
You'll
I am your father.
You'll never tell me it wasn't Luke. I am your father. Like that was the line. Period.
Yeah.
Like there's no telling me. Apparently he really said, "No, I am your father."
I can't handle you with no beard.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I was talking to you Saturday, and you didn't even recognize me for like 15 minutes.
I was like,
did you?
who is this dude we're talking to right now? Like, I don't even know who this guy. Who is this guy?
All right, I'll change it back
Hi,
to the
Leah.
alien.
Woke. Good to
Elise
see you
Brown
guys.
says, "Why would you say we had a problem? No, we have a problem. Like we currently
But
have a problem."
today was a good day. Like, I grew up in Southern California. Okay, that was like our anthem in high school.
Today was a good day.
There's that for sure. That was.
Well, here's another one. Since somebody, who was it, Sarah, that was asking me about old school songs that have changed. Okay, Joan Jett, I love rock and roll.
Yeah.
How does that song start out? I saw him standing there by the record machine. Right?
Yeah.
I saw him been about 17. Right. Exactly. I saw him standing there by the record machine. Apparently now, it's I saw him dancing there by the record machine.
No, that's not right.
I'm telling you, it ain't right. Them's the words, though.
If this stuff is still happening, then whatever this is that's causing this is obviously not under control.
It's ongoing.
It's getting worse, actually, it seems like.
Yeah, it does.
You know, the big examples, you know, we've got Berenstain Bears or Berenstain Bears. Like, it was Berenstain Bears. Am I supposed to be admitting people? Alara, you about to be the host again, because this is all...
Oh, I haven't heard anybody ding.
Yeah, they're here. Sorry.
Why aren't
Sorry,
you guys calling in?
Philly, Patrick, Gary. No, they're all in there. They're waiting. That's
they
all
are?
you.
Oh, man, I didn't even hear y'all or see y'all. I'm sorry. I'll start letting y'all in.
That's my fault. Oh, that's my fault.
Okay. So
right? I'm the worst host ever.
We'll let in the next one.
I'm an amateur. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, man, sorry, guys. Who was first? I don't even know who was first. Now I'm going to let Philly in because she's first in the line. I hope I'm not screwing that up. Sorry, guys. I don't even know who came in first because I didn't get a notification.
Bears or Berenstain Bears, like it was Berenstain.
Hi, Philly.
Who's talking? Is that Philly talking?
No, yeah. You got to mute the stream, Mama.
I just did.
Did you? You got it. Welcome to the conspiracy couch.
Yeah.
Girls, I've missed you.
Missed you too, Philly.
We missed you. It's good to see you.
You brought up the damn Mandela effect, damn it.
There are so many.
Yes. Okay, now check
You got
this
one?
out. Yes. Check this out. I was back in the numbers back in the day. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get a little closer, a little bit hard to hear you, but
It's a little low, but that's all right.
I'm deaf. I can't hear anything.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So check this out. Back when I was in the numbers, before I ever got into the Q thing, I had done the Mandela ones. And I did the Mandela ones because I had been tracking the Obama crap.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Okay, so the big thing that happened with Mandela was the ritual. The ritual was a 4664, which was his prison number. And the Mandela effect started after his death on that one.
Yeah.
And I've been tracking it ever since, and it leads into all kinds of creepy shit with Drakensberg and South Africa and all that, and the board truckers and the Orange family and all of that.
They're having really trouble hearing you, Philly. Sorry, but they're having big trouble hearing you out there in the chat. Is that the best?
I'm having problems hearing.
Yeah,
too.
she's really low.
All right, is that getting better? I'm turning my volume up. Is that getting better?
Not really.
Fuck. Let me see.
Same mic check.
Mic check.
I mean, can you guys hear her now? No.
It's muffled.
Yeah, I can barely hear her.
Holy crap. That really sucks. I've got so much to say on this subject. God damn it.
Yeah.
Is the mic, I mean, it's on? Like, do you have a bar that shows you if it's working?
Remember the red mic? I've got the volume turned up all the way. The only thing I can do is go back and let me check one thing here real quick.
Well, while you do that, here's something crazy, right? So remember I said that this was first noticed in 2010. Well, in March of 2010, what had happened was CERN, right? CERN had its first attempt at a 7 teravolt collision, which was the highest energy that they had used yet. Okay? And I just can't help but think, because I like to blame CERN for things, that when they sparked this up, maybe this was tied somehow.
I have something to add to this, by the way.
Go ahead.
So-
Go right ahead.
All right. Well, a lot of people don't know this, but Sally Fields, or Field, it's actually Sally Field now. Her brother worked at CERN at the time. And there are a lot of Mandela effect, including her name, has no more S
Yeah,
on
it was
the end.
Fields.
Yeah. And also,
Yeah,
they
it
like me.
was.
They really, really like me. That speech, she never said that.
They
and then
like me. They really like me.
Okay, so there's further. Yeah, that she never said that. Look it up. And then she starred in Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks, and then a lot of Mandela effects started surrounding him as well. But her brother worked at CERN at the time.
I don't know how much I think it's CERN, you guys. I just think the timelines are collapsing. I literally think we're at the end of the cycle and we're shifting to another dimension, and the timelines are converging. I mean, I'm sure it could be CERN messing with stuff too, of course. And I think maybe look, if time travel is possible, there's people that are already doing it. Okay, and so if they're already doing it and they have the technology, there's people out there with technology to manipulate timelines. Now, what is their motive? I don't know. And where do they live? I don't know. But I'm sure if time travel is possible, which it is, we know that this is becoming, science fact. So there's got to be people manipulating the timeline from a future.
Right, or maybe not even purposefully. Maybe just change little dumb things.
Bert says people who trust their experiences believe in the Mandela effect. Those who trust authoritative sources over themselves do not. Ooh, that's interesting. Thank you for your super chat, Bart.
Hang on a second.
Ooh.
Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me?
It's about the same, but yeah.
I'm gonna defer on what that guy just said right there, totally, because your experience is your own experience, and whether somebody talks about it has nothing to do with it. The Mandela effect is such a big thing because people said, I saw one thing and you didn't, so mine, you're right, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I do know this stuff, and Laura, I'll get back with you on this one since you guys can't really hear me right now. I'll show you the study I did on it.
Okay.
And you're fucking freak out on why this is the Mandela effect to begin with. I've been watching this for a while.
Okay.
It actually happened in 2012, believe it or not.
See, that's in alignment with the theory. My theory, that's.
Yes.
Yep.
With the calendar. Yeah.
Yep.
People thought that they were expecting that movie. That's not what it was about. That's not what the Mayans were talking about. They were talking about ascension.
Now, I believe
yes, I agree. I agree. We have different understandings of what it is all over the world, but we all know something's happening right now to us. We're having these consciousness shifts and changing dramatically. It's obvious something's going on that we don't understand.
Remember what Dolores Cannon said about the separation of the two Earths, the new Earth and the old Earth? Guess what? That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
We just don't understand it, but we're literally living it right now, and we're trying to wrap our minds around it because, and none of us really know how it's going to play out. We don't know what that looks like. We just know what our ancient texts tell us about it, but that's all we have to go on.
I was telling you guys, Loyal, you caught this not too long ago about the dream that I had. That wasn't a dream I had the other day. That was a dream I had 15 years ago. And it's happening now.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah. And in the dream, when I keep talking, Alara, I know you and I have talked about not believing so much in aliens because I believe in what I see, right? Because my bringing up as far as the alien races go is that I'm going to believe them when I feel them.
Right.
Get it?
Yep. I fully get it.
If I don't feel them, they're 3D. and I don't believe
They're what?
They're 3D.
Right.
I believe actual aliens are other D. Get it?
Right.
Ultra dimensional.
I get it.
I don't. Yeah, because I mean, you talk about draconians, and if you ever listen to Barbara Masinek or Barbara,
I know who you're talking about. I forget how you pronounce her name, but I know who you're talking about.
She always said that too. She said that the real aliens are going to be your interdimensionals.
Thank you to Summer Sunshine and Our Cloaked Unseen World. Our Cloaked says, imagination is levity and analytical mind is gravity. So, yeah. All right, well, guys, we have a bunch of people in the waiting room, so I'm going to have to kick you out, Hang 10. And,
we love you.
Thank you.
We love
Thank
you
you
both.
so much for
Have
calling.
a good night.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling in. Are you going to go, Philly, because of the volume? Or you want to, I mean.
Well, and I can hang it out if you want to.
All right.
You know I.
Well, I know I want you to, but I know they can't hear you, so it's you know, I don't want to drive them nuts by them not being able. So they're saying they can't hear you at all. You know, but it's
So
frustrating.
tag me on,
Okay.
tag me,
Bye, Hang 10.
tag me on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on, my friend. Have a wonderful
All right.
evening.
You too.
Tag you on what, Philly?
Tag me on Discord. We'll talk. You guys.
We
got
love
your
you.
vocals
Okay.
finally up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
You got your vocal. Okay.
Yeah,
she's
my
got it
disc.
set up.
I have
Over
a
there.
server. Yeah. Hey, Philly.
Well, I know I see you over there. So,
Love you.
but
Happy to
We love
see you.
you.
Your hair looks amazing.
I
It's
love
so
you
good
more.
to see you. So, thank you
I
for
love you.
calling
You
in.
take care, Foyle. I missed your face.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Much love.
Bye, Philly.
Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you for calling in.
While you let somebody new in. Oh, you
All right.
got somebody in here now? I was
Yeah,
gonna say
we
here
got
here's a
Gary's next, I think, I'm gonna let Gary in, and I'm gonna let one more in. So let's go ahead, and I don't know if Patrick or do you know if Patrick or Nicholas? Oh, he doesn't know who was
I
in
have
there
no
first.
idea. Well, listen. Okay, so here I have no idea.
Who was in Patrick or Nick? Oh, they don't know either. So I'm just gonna grab one. I'm just gonna grab.
Can you hear me?
I'm gonna grab Patrick because.
Yes, Gary, we hear you.
Okay.
Hello.
Welcome to the conspiracy couch, Gary.
I see no picture of me though.
It'll pop up. You're
Okay.
yeah, you're on here. Good. We see you. They
Now
see
I have a large rock and I'm going to throw it at your picture window. Okay.
our picture window.
Which picture
You know,
window?
the one on this whole subject you're talking about. I'm going to put a big bango in it.
Hit us, Gary.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what's happening at the poles the last couple of years? What the
Well-
Earth spins on?
Right. Well, I mean, we're having some shifts.
Where is it? Where is it not supposed to be, and where is it not at right now? And
Well, I know
Okay. go on.
Russia stole the North Pole.
Well, that ain't the point. The pole's doing this. If you can see my finger,
Right.
it's wobbling, and they've been predicting a pole shift.
Right.
And the planet is run on electricity or electromagnetic field,
Right.
and so are we. So if the pole electronics is off, which they say it is, and your time shift thing is true, wouldn't that F up the time shifts right now and everything else that's going on if the poles are wondering and thinking about doing a 30-degree or 20-degree shift?
So do you think
think
we're
it's the-
getting like
You think it's the electromagnetic spectrum that's messing with our
I think
brain
everything
computers?
operates on that. Everything.
I think you're
Computers
right, on
operate
some
on
level.
that. We operate on that. Time operates on that. Everything operates off electricity. Everything.
right? I agree with that. There is definitely an electrochemical component to us and to everything else for sure.
Now, if
Oh.
things are weirding out and people are forgetting things or time is changing and the poles are doing their little wobble like it, for years it never moved. And now it's not, it's moved, what, 4 degrees, I
It's
think,
cruising.
from where it used to be?
Yeah, it's
Cruising.
It's
quite
crazy.
fast as well.
It's thinking about doing a big shift again. Unfortunately, if it does a big shift, a shitload of us are going to die, but that's beside the point.
Hey, I'm okay with that. Really, let me thank UFO Mark. He says all is one is all is love. Thank you, brother.
Amen,
Of course.
sir.
Yes, amen. And Patrick H, welcome to
Sorry.
the Conspiracy Couch. How are you this
Hello,
evening?
Hey, thank
hello.
you.
Thanks for calling
I
in
wanted a
again.
second shot with you ladies. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sweet. We love it.
Right.
So,
Well, so as far as the poles go, I mean, the North Pole is now moved into Russian territory. Is what I was talking about. Like I remember that them posting that, like seeing that article. Maybe I don't know, a year and a half ago. I was laughing about that on Twitter. I mean, I definitely think that could be that. I mean, that's as much possibility as any of these other explanations for sure. Here's something crazy though, right? We're seeing things that everybody should know changing, like the Bible. Okay, remember we were doing a conspiracy. I think Brad was on. It was when I called in as the ghost of Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
that was funny.
Right? Remember?
I remember that.
And I had just found out that apparently the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are something totally different now. Okay? So guys in the chat, right? Think about what did we talk about? The Metallica song. Yeah, Neil Gaiman's book, Good Omens, Bad Omens, the 4 horsemen.
Okay, so let's take a poll on that. Hi, Keystone. Let's take a poll on that. So you guys remember the horseman, pestilence? Do you remember? It's pestilence, right?
It's pestilence.
Yeah,
what is it?
Disease or pestilence. Yeah.
What
right.
is it? It's still in the Metallica song.
There's
Brad
famine,
and I.
There's war.
Famine, war. What else?
Pestilence. And wasn't the last one death?
And death.
Yeah, the pale horse of death.
Yeah.
So
okay, so we got
the pale horse was death.
Right.
So
war, disease, famine, and death.
Exactly.
It's still in the Metallica song, you guys. It changed in the Bible, but the Metallica song is exactly the same still.
Yeah,
See,
apparently,
guys, that goes to the
pestilence
argument.
is out.
Okay, but that goes to Laura's argument.
What's in its place?
Of the timeline. Maybe the timeline changed in the Bible.
Shut up.
But it didn't change in the song. Get my point?
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like with the Batman symbol, it's changed in one place, but in a bunch of other places,
it didn't.
It's the same. Right. So yes, now guys,
are we on
different
individual timelines?
Well,
I think some of us.
I think that there's a few possibilities. I'd like to say when I got a second.
Go ahead,
Go
Patrick.
ahead, Patrick.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been doing some meditations, and they're getting pretty intense. And I am collecting information, reading books, talking to different people, and then I'm letting my meditations kind of intuitively guide me to the truths. You know.
Right.
I think that there's a couple possibilities of what's happening, and on some other things, I think that I have my intuitive truth, my answers. You asked. I want to go back real fast. You asked on another show, what was underneath? What do we have underneath? We have a race of reptilians underneath.
He just says it outright. There's reptiles that live under
For
the
sure.
ground. I don't know what to tell you guys, but it's
That-
lizard people
I know that sounds insane, but
No, there's
there are
lizard people
definitely
everywhere.
there are energies underneath this plane that I can feel for a fact, and they are not human, and they are reptilian. They are humanoid. They are not of a positive vibration necessarily.
Right.
And they have been working with our government for quite some time.
Yep.
Does anybody here do earthing or grounding?
Grounding? Oh yeah. I just live in a place
Grounding,
it's hard
like
to do it now.
I can
like
go
going
outside today if it was warmer and take my shoes off and stick my feet in the grass, and I can feel the grounding happening. I'm one of them people that can feel it.
Yep.
But when I don't do it long now because it's cold, and I got this banged up toe where a part of my toe's missing, so I really don't need to be outside in the cold trying to get an infection in it. But it's happening twice as fast as it normally does. Why is that? If that goes back to my argument. I think things are changing. Something's getting ready to happen.
Oh yes.
Because if I had the money, I'd have an earthing math. God, I can't talk again today, and I'm not even stoned. I didn't get stoned because I thought I might.
Maybe that's the problem.
I thought I might be coming on your show tonight. Yeah, but the problem is I can't remember anybody's name if I'm stoned, and that pisses other people off. So I'd rather be straight.
Can you imagine me stoned? I can't remember anything sober.
Hey,
Me either.
as long as I'm with you when you're at a party, you'd be safe because I'd protect you.
Oh, Gary,
Aw.
thank you. We love
Because
Gary.
if you're a friend of mine and we're out partying, I'm gonna make sure you have a good time, not a
Hey,
bad
you hear that,
time.
guys? If you invite me to go party, I'm gonna go party with Gary, and Gary's gonna be my bodyguard. So
There you go.
F around and find out. You know what I mean?
Gary will be your bodyguard, but he won't use his body to guard you. He'll use his 357 to keep him on.
There you go, sir.
Right.
That's right.
I don't have the muscles I used to have no more. I could have really guarded you 20 years ago with 20-inch arms and a black belt in Taekwondo. Today, about the only thing I'm good at is hitting a pack of cigarettes at 30 yards with a 357.
My grandfather
So,
says his finger still
pretty
works.
impressive.
That's all that matters.
Hey,
right there, buddy.
Not to
That's
get
all
off
you
topic.
Powerful.
Hey, I bet you he tells all the old ladies that.
Hey,
Better
I'll
not.
tell you what, my whole life, I've had more friends that were girls than guys. When I went to the bar, I'd be sitting at a table with probably 8 of the best-looking women in the place. People come, hey, Gary. I go, I'm with the girls. Leave me alone.
Cloud Watcher
Yeah.
says you're the man. I have to agree.
I'm pretty lucky.
Gary
Well,
is
no,
the
the
man.
argument was I
Gary's
was
the man.
there as a friend, not to pick them up.
That's why the
And-
chicks like you. 'Cause
And I
you're not
would tell other
you're not a
guys that
creeper.
knew me, other guys that knew me wanted to sit down because they wanted to pick one of them up, and I wasn't going to allow them to interfere with the girls' night out, even if one guy was sitting at the table. You know.
You're the man, Gary.
Well, I learned a long time ago, treat everybody the same. That includes men and women.
Yep.
Amen on that.
He's
You
got it.
know. And I've always got along good with the girls, and I've learned a lot because of it, believe me. Because if you make friends with women, they'll tell you shit men won't even tell you.
Well,
You know
that
what
part
I'm
is
saying?
probably true,
Yeah,
sir.
I think
That's probably why his finger
accurate.
still works.
Right.
You know, I hate to tell you how many guys I beat up because they gave shit to one of my friends that was a girl. And then I
Hey.
could also tell you two of my friends that were
Gary
girls that beat the
Flessner,
shit out
Thug
of them by
Life.
themselves.
Right.
Hey, I tell you what, I'm willing to admit I had a couple years there that I was a little on the crazy side, if you know what I mean.
Oh, we've been
Boyle
there.
didn't know
We've all
nothing
been
about
there.
that. Patrick don't know nothing about that either.
No, sir.
I mean,
well,
I've
Gary,
been there, I've done it all, you know. I mean, and like people say, when you change your life, I go, hell no. Not
Yeah,
even
right.
to get rid of this disease.
no regrets, sir. No regrets.
Yep, 15
Oh, no.
years of greatness, 10 years of sick, and now that I found hot foxhole, even being sick isn't so bad because all these friends
There
I
you
have
go.
on
You got
foxhole.
so many people that love you now.
I got
Right,
my
we're
life.
with
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I got my life when they killed YouTube. I was so pissed. I was ready to go burn shit down, and I'm not a burn down person.
Gary. That doesn't sound like you.
He
brother.
was mad.
No, it don't.
He was heated.
No, I was.
Hey, let me ask
I
something
was
to Alara
mad.
and Laura and Foyle though.
Okay.
Hey, so
shoot.
what do you guys think that the Mandela effect is all about? What do you think when you have deja vu, when you misremember something, when you're for sure that the clock said 10 minutes that time 10 minutes ago? What do you think? What do you believe is happening right now?
I think it's probably snap back. I think reality's crashing in and maybe separating. I think that's why we all have different. Why you like even people that all remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison. Some of them might remember the Monopoly man not having a monocle. Like it's kind of a grab bag. Like different people have different of the different remembrances of these different things, and I think that that's possible too. I don't think like we all came. I think maybe there are, because I'm all with the multiple worlds theory. I think there are infinite iterations, and maybe we're having bleed through from multiple of these places. Maybe you get some from you may not be from have the same timeline that I did, or Alara may not have the same timeline that you did, or maybe there are places where they conjoined and then separated again, and until that final.
Time is getting malleable.
Well,
Yeah, I definitely believe that.
It's not as solid as it once was. It's not as linear.
Time was never linear. We think time is linear, but that's another big thing. Is time is definitely not linear.
And we're creating.
Well, time itself is a facade. It's not even real.
Exactly.
Time really isn't even real.
And we're creating it now.
So if
There's
we
a
thought
there's
it
a
was
whole
linear,
bunch of
then
us.
yes.
Patrick, we're creating it now, and there's a whole bunch of us that are awake now, which means we're not creating it out of our subconscious mind-controlled minds. We're creating it out of our conscious awake minds, which means we're creating a whole new reality that, you know what I mean? And there's more and more people waking up all the time, becoming conscious creators of an entirely new reality that was not programmed.
I think that's the 100% reason that it's so imperative that we're getting the message that it's so imperative that we raise our vibrations right now, that we let go of karma, that we stop holding on to things, that we forgive ourselves and others, because when we have that ability to literally, you know, think the thoughts and things start to move, then think how dangerous that is. Think how dangerous that could possibly be right now.
I think it behooves them to keep a great many of us confused. I mean, there are some people that will never wake up. That's just a fact. But for those of us that are, it's probably good to keep us a little, you know, scrambled.
Okay, on that, I used to get deja vu all the time. All the time. God, that just happened. And a guy tried to explain it to me as you're aware of 1 out of every 3 seconds. That when you get deja vu, you are actually aware of 3 out of 3 seconds, 6 seconds in a row. And that's why you think you remember it. I don't think he was right, but my deja vu left when the pole started moving around, and I haven't had one since. Now tell me, why is that?
I haven't had deja vu lately either.
Something's going on, because I used to have a deja vu or two every single day.
Let me ask the chat. 1, in the last few years, if you've been experiencing deja vu. 2, in the chat, if in the last few years you have not been experiencing deja vu. So
I want to say, Susan Lewis, you asked. Yes, Mandela apparently did not die in prison. That's the premise of the Mandela effect itself. I saw her ask.
Or did he?
Well, you're right, exactly. Or did he? There are a great many of us that remember him.
To add to your theory, or did he?
Hi,
there are a great many of us that remember him dying in prison, but apparently on this timeline, he did not. And then also what we were talking about a few minutes ago, for those of you that might have missed it, Pestilence is out as a horseman. Now the 4 horsemen, I know, right? Now the 4 horsemen are war, conquest.
It's about
famine. And death.
Winning.
Just pause on that one that wasn't there before. Conquest.
Which one did I say 2 was?
And conquest.
2 was not had one.
2 was not
have one.
So we're getting more 2. So more people are not experiencing deja vu than are experiencing deja vu.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Because Q&A even said 1.5.
Right.
In other words, he's getting half as many.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, thank you for calling in. I know we have more people waiting in the waiting room, so I don't want to.
We love you.
Well, you know why I like coming on, because I've had a lot of these feelings, and I've had nowhere to go to talk to anybody about it.
We love you.
That's why I love your show.
Got us, Gary.
We love you coming on, Gary.
This is a 4th show I've been on today, so you know my back don't hurt no more.
If I go partying, you're going to be my bodyguard. I'm taking you. You know,
hey, Lee asked you to come down and see her, and Lee only lives 40 miles from you. You live up by Chicago, do you?
Who?
You.
Me? No, I live in Arizona. I live where there's no life forms of any kind.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Hey, I'm inviting you to California to come party. You can bring Gary with you and Foil.
Oh, there you go. See, Gary?
There it is.
Woo-hoo. Let's go party in Cali.
Laura, and they went, Arizona went above 2% today. Did you know that?
2% what?
They have more than 2% bad votes as of today. My neighbor is a hardcore Democrat. His brother came to visit him here, who's a hardcore Republican. I made friends with him.
Yeah.
While he was here, I found out his best friend is a representative in the House in Arizona.
Watch your word, Gary. Watch your wording on this, because this is the type of thing they'll pull it down over.
Okay, okay. He called me yesterday and quote said, off the huff tough. Yeah. They've hit 2%.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if they've hit 2% in 10 days and they ain't done a major city yet, they're thinking it's going to be around 20 to 30%. So it ain't going to matter. The keystone has fallen as of today or yesterday.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, sorry.
Yeah.
I got to learn how to do that. I keep forgetting you guys are still on the
tube.
X tube.
That's right.
All right, don't get algorithm. Don't get algorithm. Bye, ladies. You guys have a good night.
Bye,
We love
Patrick.
you.
Thanks
You
for
guys
calling
have
in.
a good
Good to
night.
see you. Bye,
You're
Gary.
Yeah,
welcome.
girls.
Good night, guys.
Kill me.
Love
See
you, Gary.
later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Gary.
All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Now I just gotta make sure I unclick.
The biblical ones are the ones that kill me.
Patrick's got that.
No.
Okay, Nick is coming in and Starstream. So, Nick, welcome to the Conspiracy Couch. I'm gonna go ahead and mute Starstream so you can speak for a minute.
Hello, hello.
Welcome
Evening, ladies.
Nick, welcome to the Conspiracy Couch.
Thank you.
Are you going to tell us about the Mandela effect?
Yeah, we want to hear about your
I
Mandela
tell you
effects.
about the Mandela effect.
The
The
guy in
Mandela
Argentina?
the Mingle effect is a joke from X-Files.
Oh, I really must
How
have missed
did I
that
miss
episode.
that?
Yeah, I don't know how
I
I missed
literally
that
just
one.
rewatched all of those.
Is in the last season or the second to last season, one of those two new seasons. The one with the guy who Reggie something, her old partner that they didn't remember having.
Oh. Well, I guess that would make sense then.
Because that's in their big conversation about what's going on. Why don't we remember each other? And he's like, "Oh, it's the Mingle effect." They're like, "The
Mandela
what?"
effect.
They say that in the
And he's
X-Files? Am I catching this right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was way back
one of
in the
more
90s.
recent- No.
Oh,
They
the new one.
did reboots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They weren't bad. I don't know why they didn't. I wish they would have finished that.
You know what show I was super into was Fringe.
I loved Fringe.
Dude.
Never got into Friends.
Oh, I loved that
loved
show.
Fringe.
Dude. I loved that show.
Right, I rewatched that recently too.
Mm-hmm.
That, all the freaking Stargates. Like, I have my nerd list, and I just kind of stick to it.
I've never watched Stargate.
Yeah, May the 4th be
Then
with you.
Oh, absolutely. There's always a bigger fish and Revenge of the Sixth.
Well, I mean, I've watched Star Wars, but I have not watched when I watched the Stargate movie, but I have not watched the Stargate series or whatever. That's the one I didn't see.
Movie's good. Series has a lot more disclosure.
I love this. Atlantis, all of them.
Did you see the new
SG-1,
Kong?
There's so much.
Nick, did you see the new Kong?
Oh, that was
No,
a great
but
movie.
I heard all about it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you gotta watch it.
It's got it
There's
all.
a lot in there.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, I'm a Star Wars dude, so I will argue till the day I die that the line is, "No, I am your father."
What? Sir, what timeline are you from? Apparently this one.
This one, yeah. No,
What
it
color
looked,
was C-3PO's leg?
at one point silver, most of the time gold. He had a red arm another time.
Yeah, well, apparently it was never silver.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, see, I
believe it
remember
was.
silver. I remember silver. I don't know what this gold leg situation is, and I've seen people talking about
Yeah,
it.
that's another one. Mandela effect.
That didn't happen on my timeline. Do you think it's possible, maybe like the flat earthers, do you think it's possible that the earth is flat on their timeline? Do you think like our perspectives are all different to the point where they could... I
It's
mean,
a
sometimes
cube.
I wonder that.
The Earth is a cube. I'm convinced.
Well, with the Star Wars line, though, I have to argue that the alternate Luke on your father line wouldn't even make sense in context of the scene.
No.
Because before that, he's like, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. And he says, he told me enough. He told me you killed him. No, I am your father.
Well, that's what they were arguing, is that it was in response to a question.
Yeah,
So
so
therefore he was like, no.
in that line, saying his name there wouldn't make sense. People are probably confused with, like, in the next scene, he does say when they're like communicating through the Force, he's just like Luke calling out to him. So people are probably mixing those together. Same with Forrest Gump.
Sir.
The line at the beginning that Forrest Gump says is, "Mama said that life was like a box of chocolates." He talked about his
was.
test. But later in the movie, his mother says the line when she's on her deathbed, "Life is like a box of chocolates, Forrest."
So you think it's genuinely a misremembering? You don't
At
think
least
that there's anything to this?
In those two cases. Now,
What about Sinbad? Shazam.
I absolutely remember Sinbad being in a...
Thank you.
Shazam movie. Yes, that
Thank
happened.
you.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, and for those of you that don't know, okay, in the 90s, Shaq was in a movie called Kazam. But I'm telling you that before that, Sinbad played a genie in a movie called Shazam. It happened. And what made it even worse is that not too long ago, when the whole Mandela effect thing really kind of, I don't know, took to the mainstream or whatever, Sinbad goes and does an April Fool's joke and films a clip of the video of him in the genie costume as Shazam. So now people are really like, what the hell? They think it was a joke. No, I'm telling you, before that, right? We had the VHS tape. My brother used to watch the VHS tape. It was fully a thing.
Starstream, welcome to the Conspiracy Couch. Say hello.
Hello. Is he there?
He's probably unmute your mic, my friend.
Did you mute him?
No.
Because I saw him, he had a message pop up. He said, why did you mute me? Yeah, you've got him muted. Look at the participants and unmute him.
He's not.
I don't have any
No, he's not muted. He's not muted. I can't even mute him. There's no button to mute him. See, look how I can mute him. I can mute Nick. Can't mute Starstream. I don't know what's going on here. I can't mute him, and we can't hear him. Starstream, can you hear us? We're trying to... I don't have any button to unmute you, so if you're muted, I have no control over that. I don't know what's going on here.
Paula Russo says, what about the new Shazam? Yeah, there are a couple of new iterations. Now, isn't there like I don't know if it's Marvel, a Marvel movie that they're making now that's called Shazam?
DC.
That has nothing to do... DC? Okay, that has nothing to do with genies, but it is called Shazam. There have been a couple of times this is brought, but I'm very specifically...
That is a DC comic series that's been around for...
Right.
Since so that
but it had nothing to do with genies, and definitely nothing to do with Sinbad.
Right.
But I'm telling you, Sinbad was a genie in a movie called Shazam in the 80s.
Starstream, you with us?
He might. Can you call back in?
Yeah, you might want to log out and call back
in.
in.
Oh, no. It says connected to audio now.
Now I can hear you.
There we go.
Okay, welcome to the Conspiracy Couch, Starstream.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, good to talk to you.
So, yeah, I know. It's kind of wild. Still getting used to this.
Mandela effects for us?
Yeah, you got a crazy
Yes,
Mandela
I do.
effect? Okay,
Yes, I do.
let's hear it. Shoot.
Well, okay. I don't know if you remember. I mentioned one time that a long time ago, I kind of, in the military, I bumped my head really hard, and I've kind of had troubles from that. So, you kind of get these little artifacts, sort of. So, one of the things that I always used to, my previous girlfriend, I would tell her, sometimes I'm sitting down, and have you ever noticed there'll be a spot on the wall that wasn't there? They just kind of pop. It's it'd be like a pinprick or like a dot or something simple like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a visual glitch?
No, well, no. There'll be. I mean, you remember that there was like a pinhole at that, but then for whatever reason, it's like it's gone, and it only you only catch it out of the your peripheral vision, so you're you can't really prove it, so you just kind of let it go or whatever. Anyway, I would tell her, you know what? I swear I feel like I'm jumping in and out of weird realities or something. I was like, I realize it may possibly be, artifacts, just things from bumping your head really hard. Mm-hmm. But and I was trying to explain it to her. Well, and a house that we were renting a few years ago, there was this room that we called the Black Room. We called it the Black Room because they had, whoever was there before us had painted it completely black, and they put little glowing stars on the ceiling and everything.
Okay.
Well, when we stayed there for a couple years, and while we were moving out, in the process of moving out, I was doing something in the other part of the house, and I heard, "Michael!" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "What color is this room?" I said, "Black." "Why?" She goes, "Come here." The room, when I went, I guess we jumped together or whatever, or we misremembered it together or whatever. But the walls were normal like the rest of the house. The paint
from the room was not completely black anymore. It was normal. And she
Well, that's
she was
wild.
She's like, oh hell no! I see. That's what I was talking about. See, I'm not crazy. Ha ha.
Right? I mean, that's kind of hard to misremember the whole color of a room.
Yeah, we called it the black room. I mean, literally the black room. You know?
That's crazy. Well, you know, you said jump, and it's crazy because one of the hypotheses that I come across when I was going down this rabbit hole is that, and this is obviously just a theory, there are a lot of people that think that this is some sort of a, I don't know, like immortality thing, where like if you die on a
you
timeline,
jump to the okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of people that believe that.
Well, I hope I'm not having a bunch of stroking out.
Wait.
constantly.
Believe
That
that
would suck.
if you physically die a death, you're just gonna hop to another timeline
Yes.
in another adult body.
It maybe your consciousness imprints, and then you jump maybe to something similar to you, and then your consciousness imprints, and so you end up with this other memory, but you also have, you know, but the timeline is so similar. Like
I can't. Yeah, that's like.
In other words, we never die. There's one theory like we never die.
Yes, that's.
People around us in that timeline, the previous timeline, might witness our death, but for us, we jump to the next timeline and continue on because our purpose here is to learn, and
I'll agree with that.
You know,
yeah.
and you know, part of learning is loss, and perhaps I guess you could say. So you know, and like if like you know, my dog died the other day. I mean, well, I don't know if it happens for dogs.
I'm sorry, friend.
I'm so sorry.
That's Winky. Winky's the one. She's the one on the picture.
Oh,
That's
terrible.
She died.
I'm sorry to hear about your pet friend. I'm sorry.
No, that was my baby. Dogs aren't pets for me. They're my babies.
Oh, I get it.
But,
I had one that passed away. Yeah, I get it. And I never had one since. What does that tell you?
Maybe that was a bad example. Like, you know, that she was the only one I could think of right away. Like, you know, I wonder if dogs jump into different because
I don't know. I mean, at some point you would think your consciousness, like maybe when you could, maybe you only jump if you die before your cycle's over, or you know, I don't know, because at some point you think your consciousness has to go on to another experience. You don't just want to keep on keeping on here. Like you couldn't have memories of. I mean, I guess you maybe could have memories of yourself at 80 and then jump into a, you know, your 30-year-old iteration.
Yeah, I'd rather go find my 30-year-old iteration and go jump in there. Like I'd at a point, I'm gonna be cool with checking out of this one. You know what I mean? Like and going elsewhere.
You know, I think what the theory is just like, you know, say I had a stroke right now, like you guys would remember me dying on camera, in front of the world, clearly, but
you'd still be talking to us.
Yeah, my consciousness would go into whatever the next closest thing was, and I'd still be here doing the show, and I would never know. You know, but things would be a little squirrely. I'd be like, wait a minute, I remember such and such, and it would be something totally different. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's also like you know, one person they made a pretty good point. They were saying that we actually, by having pets, we're helping them move up the ladder by showing them human emotion and connecting with them in human ways. You're introducing them to
self-awareness.
You know, to self-awareness.
Yes.
And then
I hope so, because my dog is awesome.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry.
But you know what I mean.
Yes, I get you. I'm with you.
But as you you know, if it's you know, if they're well loved and well taken care of, they get to advance, and you get to be part of their advancement, moving on to the next stage. The sad part is, you know, and I wish there was a way, if that's true, I wish I could somehow, like, I don't know, like find where she is, you know.
Maybe you will.
You know, someday.
Maybe we get to in the next episode of whatever this weird experience is that we're having.
Whatever this is.
The next level, you know, like Super Mario. When we get to that next level, you know, maybe we'll get to do that. I hope. You know.
Nick, do you have any thoughts on this quantum immortality thing?
I was looking into the pestilence thing, really.
Oh, isn't that wild?
Well, do we? Is it the word pestilence or the idea of pestilence and plague?
Oh no. What I mean, and I innumerable pop culture references, and what I remembered. I mean, I had 12 years of Catholic school. I was, pestilence was absolutely a freaking horseman. Okay, now it's war and conquest.
In the English Standard Version, the ESV translation, they do still use the word pestilence.
But what are the other ones then? What are the 4 horsemen that they list? Because I went through, because when this first happened, I went through like 10 translations trying to figure out what the hell was going on. French, Spanish, all of it.
There's 2 different parts of the Bible that talk about these 4 types of whatever. In Revelation, but also in Ezekiel. And in Ezekiel, they're not necessarily regarded as horsemen, but they have the same 4 types of roles.
Okay. I'm specifically talking about Revelation.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of times people will wrongly compare or whatever the 4 judgments in Ezekiel to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse as if they're the same thing, but they're not exactly.
No. I'm specifically talking about in Revelation. You know, we're talking about the pale horse. Now it's war and conquest, right? Famine and death. War and what do you need war and conquest for? I mean, that doesn't even make any sense to me.
Well, look at the Lion and the Lamb. I mean, that's how bizarre is that? We all grew up with that.
The lion will lay down with the lamb.
Yeah.
It's not the wolf. What? Like, it's not the wolf. It was never the wolf.
Yeah.
Ever. That doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't even make sense.
No.
Wolf doesn't even make sense. Yeah. But another mind-blowing thing, like 322, Revelation 322. You know how the Masons are all into 322?
Right.
Well, 322 says, let them not eat of the fruit of knowledge, or no, let them not eat of the fruit of, or they've eaten of the fruit of knowledge. Let them not eat of the fruit of immortality, that they may be like us.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's.
Go ahead, Nicholas. Go ahead.
I'm reading it right now. Right.
Okay.
Revelation 3:22. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says.
Not that one. Not that one. Maybe it was hold on. Let them not.
Like, I'm sure you're not making shit up. You got it wrong. Scripture.
I got the wrong 322.
So not Revelation, you mean?
We'll see.
Genesis?
Genesis 3:20.
If we're talking about
Genesis 3:22.
It would have to be if they're talking about the tree.
Let's see. 3:22.
Oh, we lost Nick.
Behold, man. Yeah. Behold, the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Lest he and now lest he reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. In other words, shit, they're gonna be like us. We better do something if they can let them out of the petri dish.
Who is us?
That's the thing. See, that's what makes me want. See, I'm always, I came up in a Christian background, and I know stuff about the Bible that I don't even know that I know sometimes when people ask. But
Philly, feel free to call back in if you fixed your audio. There's nobody in the waiting room, you guys. Go ahead, Starstream. Sorry.
But now I'm thinking, I see stuff like, like us, like who is us, and we'll see when you read different versions of the Bible, the Elohim, that's not a person, that is not a God, the single God, that is a group of people. Not that I don't believe that there is an ultimate creator, but I don't think that black book covers that creator the way that it should. I feel like it's been manipulated. I know and the deepest part of me that creator exists, but I don't think that we have the capacity to quite comprehend who that creator is. So in order to control us, plus, you know, the universe is very big, and you know, the part that makes up the physical, you know, the part that we can touch and you know, and see, only makes up like 5% of the whole, you know, of all the rest of it is like a matter that we can't touch. In a lot of the like esoteric teachings, they say basically the universe is teeming with life, and like right now
It's
there
in a different
is
frequency than us.
yeah,
That's
so,
what you're referring to,
see,
right?
yeah, and see, not only that, I mean, in that different frequency, there is life as simple cell, like single cell organisms, and as intelligent as like the jinn. People talk to the jinn. You know, the jinn were neither good nor evil. They were just like people. Some, you know, they were just people that existed on another plane that had abilities that we don't have, and you know, they could manipulate things in a certain way. Some of them weren't so nice, you know. But you know.
I just had my mind blown again by something.
Uh-oh.
Do any of you guys in the chat, whatever, ever remember there being a reference in the Bible to two men in one bed? Does anybody remember in the Bible there ever being a reference?
I've heard something about like that's a, like they say it's an abomination, and they
hold on a second.
Oh, Philly, you gotta mute the stream.
Philly, you gotta mute the stream.
I just did.
Welcome back.
Okay, so yes. Well, no, actually, it's kind of like before. Still very low.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's crazy. So, do any of you guys
We
remember?
gotta crowdfund a
in the
new
Bible,
mic for Philly, man.
Right?
She's always had this problem with that mic.
let not a man lay with another man is because it's an abomination. Isn't that one?
Apparently, in Luke, chapter 17, verse 34 and 35, right?
Yeah.
And in multiple translations of the Bible, it says, I say unto you, in that night there shall be two men on one bed. The one shall be taken, the other shall be left. There shall be two women grinding. Talking about grinding like at the mill. The one shall be taken, the other shall be left. Bro.
This is grinding. He's like grinding.
Yeah, grinding like the
Alara
mill,
said,
like
"What?"
grinding at the mill.
Like what?
It's grinding like the grindstones, guys. Grinding at the grindstones. But
if
the
it starts
reference,
making references to the WAP, then you know something's going on.
man, right? We got a real problem. We know the right. They're definitely reprogramming
man.
some things. But yeah, apparently Luke chapter 17 verse 34, I tell you, in that night there shall be two men in one bed. The one shall be taken and the other shall be left.
I thought it was two men in the field. One shall be taken and one shall be left. When did they go from the field to the bed?
Apparently now, and I'm looking at New King James Version, New Living Translation, King James Version, New Century Version, American Standard Version, they all say the same thing.
A bird in hand is better than a bird than two in the bush. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I know. Haven't you ever heard that? A bird in hand is like two in the bush. I was just being silly. I was just being silly. But yeah, that is. You know, the thing is, I've read the Bible.
Hold on.
Oh. Say something again, Philly.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
And
You're there.
it was. Is it possible that is cat fur on my microphone muffy thing?
Oh, you were super muffled.
Oh yeah, you don't have to get right up on it now. You're actually kind of loud now. You can probably sit normal, and it'll be say mic check.
You might need to replace it. You might need to replace that.
It was the muffle
in the
thing.
chat. In the chat, they're all saying it was the mill and the field. grinding at the mill and 2 men in the field. Now there are 2 men in one bed, and one shall be taken, the other shall be left. So feel free to go look. Like, I'm sitting here having a heart attack. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, you need to. Well, you might want to check, though. You might have to go back to an older Bible for shit's sakes, like one in my library that I've had over the years. You know what I mean? That hasn't been changed.
Philly, believe me, the minute we get off of here, I'm going to grab my Bible and look. Same thing
I know.
I did when I saw
got you.
Pestilence was out. I was like, wait a minute. Nuh-uh.
Well, that's why I was able to actually say that I know for sure the pale horse was pestilence, which is plague. It's pestilence is plague, like what they're pulling on us right now.
Right.
We're in the pale horse, the white horse right now.
If you want to ride.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. Like, how many horses are there to go? What's next?
I keep telling you, Bill Gates is a horseman.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure that war is after us, and then death, which will be the black horse.
Great.
The war horse, the war that they're trying to obfuscate, the first one that started it.
And the
A war is the red horse. No. The war is always been the red horse. Think Aries, the god of war.
Mars, yep.
Always been the red horse. And then the black is death, and it's always been death. If you look at the tarot, it's black, blah, 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 blah. Always. But the white horse was always, because they called it the white horse because when people got sick from, like, say, bubonic plague, when the plague went through, people were white. They got white. Black people got white. Everybody went white.
Your blood's you're going flush. Yeah. Well,
absolutely. Yep.
Another. You know what I was talking about earlier for about the Bible being not quite a complete accurate representation of the Creator.
I think
it's like.
You think?
Well, some people will fight you over saying stuff like that. But see, it's stuff like this. If it's like people that believe in the Bible. See, I read it cover to cover, and still, I mean, and a couple times, and there's still things I've missed. But I came across things like, okay, well, first of all, if you're going to believe in something, you can't just take what you like and throw out the rest.
How did we go from Mandela? Hold on. How do we go from Mandela effects to we're going to discuss everything that's wrong with the Bible?
Bible talk.
Have a religion.
I can talk about any.
We might not want to go there.
Noticing things things of different things, but there's in the Bible, Exodus, it tells you, if a man sells his daughter. It tells you the rules on selling your daughter into slavery, and also in Timothy it says that women should be silent and should not speak in public. It's like no.
Well, Starster, I'm just talking about the.
Hey, you know what? That's how the Mormons came about.
Guys, I love you both. We are not about to do this on this the Mandela effect show. This ain't this ain't all that other stuff. We gonna stick.
This is not religious Jeopardy,
right?
But no. See, that's the thing.
Save that for another
what I was saying
episode.
earlier. I've read this cover to cover, and both times that I've gone through, I saw something that I didn't notice the last time, and then I'll hear people talking about stuff, and then they'll say something like, "I've read through that thing twice. I have not heard that," and like things like the wolf and the
it's the lion and the lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I remember pictures all over my churches of the lion and the lamb. Come on now.
Exactly.
Well, and
Christmas cards.
And a lot of us have actually studied the Bibles. It was forced on me. I was raised Catholic. Yeah. I'm Reformed. But anyway, you get that knowledge.
Only one law,
you
Philly.
get that knowledge.
Only one law.
Yep.
Wasn't that one of the first things I said to you when we met?
Yes.
That's literally what I said to you.
When we first met,
only one law.
We had the coolest conversation offline. She was in her backyard and I was in my trailer, and That was great. I love that. And I've missed you too, by the way.
Obviously missed you too.
You should invite me into your server. You have to invite me to your server so I can go play around in it.
Aye, Captain.
Drop shit to you.
Yes, ma'am.
When I learn more about this streaming stuff, the idea that I have is, streaming that stuff and talking to people about things. And I love having conversations with people. And it's really difficult to find people to have conversations.
Oh,
Kate says,
conversations
Kate says, how about religious pyramid for 10,000?
Next time.
See, she's
right?
really witty sometimes, Kate. When she hits it, she hits it
Sometimes
right on the head. You know what I
witty
mean?
all the time. Are you kidding me? She's on it.
We'll do Bible bingo for a fundraiser for you guys. How's
Yeah,
that?
that sounds fun. We should do Bible bingo. That'd be good.
Tyler Koala says this episode is a Mandela.
Good night, Leah. Good to see you, friend. Yeah, this episode's gone all over the place.
Here's one. I got a
I actually
question
don't like talking about religion, though.
I don't.
Man, right?
I don't even like to go there because I love everybody and I don't care
What do we got? What do we got nowadays?
I don't care what
We've
their
got
belief
UFOs.
is. Doesn't matter to me.
We've got UFOs, religion,
hurt
and
me.
politics. Pick your poison.
Right?
Right.
Hey, but
Okay.
honestly, on the real though, we had a mass sighting. It wasn't like Phoenix Lights level mass sighting, but there was a mass sighting last night, you guys. Like, not one ship, like 7 ships over Albuquerque that a lot of people saw. No, we played it at the beginning of the show. I don't know if you were here, but my friend Mark caught it.
I know people in Albuquerque, and I'll tell you what, they're freaks. So I'm not sure because I started doing peyote with these same people, so I'm not sure.
Well, no, they got it on tape. I know a couple people got on tape. We showed it at the beginning of the show. So it was a significant event that happened there last night. And then my mom was saying some stuff happened in Utah. There was like sightings in Utah last night too. And I think she's...
What do you guys think?
Well, you guys know that those tunnels that they go on either side of the Rocky Divide. They don't go through the middle. Yeah. Main reason, Yellowstone, Caldera, right?
Yeah.
They go either side. But Dulce is right up there above Albuquerque.
Yep. ArtiQuLate Mesa.
Correct.
That's why any sightings like this
Yeah,
are suspect.
I've heard stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
And
I mean,
I've gone up to the.
Go ahead.
Well,
I've gone up to the Haines Hot Springs, and it's a very spiritual place. You can feel it up there.
Where's this at?
So I used to go to the Haines Hot Springs when I. Also, it's just above Albuquerque.
That sounds fun.
Just above it. It's the Jemez Mountain. The Jemez Mountains.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think about that video? Do you think that's legit? I mean, because there's a lot of stuff I got, but it's tiny little dots. Some of them fly fast, some of them fly slow, and some of them we still didn't catch the ones I call zoomies. There's ones that'll be moving along and they go shoo, and then there's ones that'll glow and. It's 30 minutes though.
You'll know because they'll phase out. You know what I mean? And if you're if you're watching them, they do things kind of according to. They'll phase out. Basically, they'll phase in, they'll phase out. They'll make it clear to you when you're watching them that they're a ship and not something else. They'll make it clear to you, like. It's usually in alignment with what your thoughts are too. You'll say something to them like, "Are you a ship?" And then right when you say that in your mind, they'll phase out and then phase back in.
The blinky. There's one I call the blinky. You look up there, it's like somebody's up there in space with a camera flash, and you can almost put a clock to it, and like a stopwatch to it. And I went out there one time. I was like, I just went. I wonder if he's out here this time. And I looked up at the same place, blink. I was like, oh, he's there. So I come in my room. I'm like trying to get my night vision thing so I can try to record it on my cell phone because I have a thing that clips my cell phone to the night vision. And then I go out and I go out there and it stopped. I was like, oh, are you serious? But sometimes I'll go out there and I'll see that the blink. Yeah, just what you're talking about. It picks up on you.
Keep recording with your night vision. You're bound to get something. Things are getting way more active. They have been for me lately. So you're bound to get something, and whatever significant stuff you grab will definitely show on Space Force News. So keep doing what you're doing.
Good.
Well, There's an idea for you. It's sit back and look at your feelings when you're
My what?
observing.
My what?
Look at your feelings, your inner feelings. Pay attention to those when you're observing that, because they don't talk to you other than in blinking lights and possibly telepathy, and you're going to get telepathy through feeling. That means opening up your
Alara?
mind and
Yeah.
feeling.
Your mom says it was caught on video flying southeast low through St. George and reported on their news.
Sweet.
Oh, so we did
Wow.
have a UFO event in southern Utah last night, because that's interesting. That's not too far from Albuquerque. All right, Starstream, I'm going to go ahead and let BBP demand in and say goodnight to you. Thank you so much for calling in, my friend.
Much
and
love.
Please send us the
Okay.
footage you capture. Okay. Good night.
They were asking me in the chat about Oscar Mayer. It's Meyer. Like, and I know, and my Baloney has a first name, it's Oscar. My Baloney has a second name, it's Meyer. Like, there's no arguing that point with me. Like, that's what it was. You know, but that's another one that's changed. Now it's Mayer, apparently.
Huh. Well, I never paid
I
never paid attention to the
Meyer.
It's Meyer. Here's a question for you, and this should be one. And now, granted, I wasn't alive when this happened, but the Kennedy assassination. How many people were in the car when Kennedy got shot? Guys in the chat, do you know
4.
how many people were in the car when Kennedy got shot?
Let me see what the chat's saying.
4.
4.
There might have been 3 possibly, but I think there was 4. It was only Kennedy and Jackie in the back seat.
That's what I remember.
I love what my mom just
I think it
said.
was 4.
My mom just said, get off your phone and look up more. Speak, Mom. Preach. Right?
Who?
Everybody needs to
There
get
could
off
be
their
5.
phone
I'm
and
trying
look
to
up in the
remember how
sky
many
more.
were in the front seat.
Right? Well, there were 2 drivers, right? Or there was a driver and a Secret Serviceman, and then there was Jackie O
Right.
and Kennedy in the back seat, right? Well, apparently,
And Kennedy's
and
back
everybody is
seat.
saying apparently in this timeline, and my grandfather had a heart attack. He was like, I have the old Life magazine when it happened. I saved it. There were 4 people. There were 6 in this timeline. Apparently, the governor of Texas and his wife were also in the back of that car.
No.
I know.
Nobody was in the back. Nobody was in the back.
Not when he was shot.
I know.
No, not when he was shot.
But Google it. This is what it says now.
I
There
tell
were
you
6
what.
people in that car. There were the governor and his
Okay,
wife
so-
were in the back with Kennedy and Jackie O. Apparently.
1 second. BBP, welcome to the Conspiracy Couch, my friend. How are you?
Hello.
Thank
welcome.
you. How are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Good to have you with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's let Philly comment what she was going to say real quick, and then we'd like
Yeah,
to
go
hear
for
about
it.
your Mandela. Okay, go ahead, Philly.
Okay, so on the Kennedy assassination, my grandfather was an avid recorder of the radio shows going on back in the day as they were going on. I have still in my possession a reel-to-reel from the original radio show that was being broadcast in Dallas at that thing as he was assassinated. There was 4 people in that.
I agree with you. I agree with
Yeah,
you. I
there
told
was
my
4
grandfather
because
had a heart attack.
they were
There's 6 folks in this car. I'm
because
looking at it.
they announced but in the radio show they announced 4 people in that car.
I'm with you.
6
I know.
folks.
They
I
had
know.
people walking around the car because it was a parade and it was slow. They had Secret Service around the car and cars before them, but there was only 4 in the car, and that was announced on the radio show as it went down, recorded by my grandfather, and I have it in my possession.
You got to pull that
there
for
you
us
go.
at on another conspiracy couch for us, because I'm telling you, my grandfather was so pissed. He was like,
I'll tell you what,
the Life magazine that they printed when it happened. He was like, there were 4 people in that car. Yeah, look, you can see it on the screen. They got the governor and his wife is back
if
there, too.
anybody if anybody out there has a way to take a reel-to-reel and put it on a digital format, get a hold of me and we'll do it. I'm going to keep the original if that's
Yeah,
okay
for
with you
sure.
guys. Nostalgia, it was my grandpa.
For sure.
But I would love to have I'd like to have a digital recording to give out. Matter of fact,
Ain't that crazy?
what I've got is something that's not It's been sitting in a box. It's not been tampered with
Man,
for over 40 years, over 60. Wait, how old am I? Hell, 60 years almost. I'm 53, so there you go.
I don't know, there
Hello,
might be like
my
a hardware to
friend.
do that. To be honest, like to take it from real to digital, there might be like a hardware, something you could buy.
There
or something. I
is.
don't know. Oh yeah, okay.
Well, I need somebody that's got an actual reel to reel, because you got to connect them that way. I used to have one, but the one I had never would have connected to the modern stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was analog.
I saw the
people in the
craziest.
chat are tripping. Like, guys, I don't know. Apparently,
Six
there were
people
6
in the
people
car.
on this timeline. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
News to me.
No, there was 4.
Horses have
There was
mustaches,
4.
and there were camo paint jobs on ships that look like bedazzled. I don't know. I
Well,
don't know what's going on.
Think about it this way. They thought that Mandela died in prison, and I actually have newspaper articles of when he died afterwards, and the big thing, and it was during Obama, in the very beginning of
In
Obama,
2013.
which is yes, and I have, yeah, there was this big gathering of all the world leaders when he died too. He had died 6 months earlier than they announced it. Now I'll give you that, but when they had their big to-do down there in southern Africa, I mean, Obama was there, all these weird, world leaders were there, and I was doing the numbers on it, and I had come across another one where Obama and Michelle, slightly before that, had signed the guest book over there at the Queen's Palace there in England, referring back to the old war between the war trekkers and, the sacrifice and this, that, and the other. And I just went over those numbers, and I found some weird fucking shit. But anyway, the 4664 is the spell that was cast that got out. This whole Mandela thing started after that.
Oh, that's an interesting little rabbit hole there I've not entered yet, which is rare for me. Miranda says,
I still actually have numbers.
Miranda says too, the body has changed. It's not just the internet. Timelines coming together, I think. I've heard that too, that things in the physical body have actually moved and are in different places now. Do we have sauce on that? Let me look that up. Go ahead, you guys. I'm going to look that up real quick.
I mean, I had understood it that the first mention of Mandela effect as a thing was in 2010. There was a researcher named something Broom, Brianna Broom, something, was doing research on people that, and she also had thought he died in prison. And come to find out, he was still alive at the time.
Okay, so one Brad A is saying our heart has moved. Has our heart moved? You guys give me an example of something in our bodies that's allegedly has moved, and I'm going to look it up. And then Tyler was saying real quick that if the Mandela effect is real, there would be 6 people in her video now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and let's see. Okay, so let's see. I'm getting about our bodies. The rib cage is not the same. I'm getting the heart is moved. The heart was toward the left. Let's look and see where the heart is, guys.
The heart is on the freaking left.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up which I just.
Yeah, I mean, even doing like the pledges of allegiance, like in school, like as a kid, you always put your hand over your heart, like on the left side. Yeah.
Yeah, or like when your left arm starts hurting, it's because you're having heart issues.
Yeah.
Like it's the left. Okay. That's crazy.
So can we all agree?
Tyler,
let's all agree what side it's on first before we look.
It's on the left. Here's the thing, though, Tyler. As far as I can tell, the physical changes. So maybe the video would show 6 people in this timeline, but the remembering of 4 people is such a widespread thing. I mean, do these things?
Okay. Well, hang on. Hang on a second. Now they're trying to teach our children, and heaven knows we've got a really crappy education. They're teaching our kids now that the black people were the first slaves, which isn't true. It was actually the Irish children were the first slaves.
Guys,
before any of that.
Where's the heart allegedly?
Yeah.
Because
on the left.
The heart is like in
on the
middle.
left.
It's on the middle. Look at these photos. The heart's like in the middle. In this picture, it's like towards the middle. There's another one too. Yeah.
It's towards the middle, but on the left.
It's on the left, but it's towards the middle.
Alara,
stick the what?
Stick your hand on your chest and feel. Stick your hand on your chest. You'll feel your heart automatically. It's towards the middle, but on the left. You'll feel it.
I thought it was all the way on the left, though.
It is on your left, but it's toward.
But it's on the left. It's on the
But it's
left
not
side.
in the middle.
Oh, because in this picture.
No.
Look. Oh man.
What are we looking at?
The heart right here in this picture. Oh, you guys can't see it. You can't see what I'm looking at. They can see
They're
it.
gonna have. You know what? In 100 years, if these guys keep doing what they're doing, it's gonna be in your butt for shit's sakes.
Whatever, man. Hey,
Like, I love you with all my butt.
Right.
You know. So left. So do we agree, guys? Was it more left before, or was it always?
They're
a little
saying
bit...
it was more left before. Now I remember it being somewhat in the center, but on the left, like definitely on the left hand side of.
I remember it being straight, like where your Pledge of Elite, like it was
You
right,
can-
which is
you
not
can
towards
feel
the
it.
middle.
You can feel it.
Right. So,
but you can
did it
feel
move?
it when you put your hand over it. You can tell the difference. No, it's always been where it's been.
Okay,
And
Miranda
why
says
is
I
that a
looked it up
thing?
in my anatomy book and now describes it as being in the middle, now slightly to the left, like I was taught in college.
That's what we were saying.
Man.
It's always been to the left of your spine.
Yeah, the body changes, that's new to me. But for sure there are a great many other things but again, it seems that the physical reality is just completely different. Like the people that remember Berenstain versus Berenstein.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
the books say Berenstain, but it's
No.
You guys
clearly
are
it was
noted-
Berenstein.
It's Berenstein.
All right, even
You
one
guys
for me-
notice it's not on anything important at all when they do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, how come
Well,
how
I
come
mean-
I think that's why
major
people let
stuff
it
hasn't
slide.
happened? How come major stuff hasn't changed? Why is it always just these little
Yeah.
Oh, Liberty, the Statue of Liberty's major and it's changed though. That's kind of a major
Well,
thing.
here's one that
What?
I found earlier. During World War
What
II,
happened now with
did
the
the
statue?
Germans ever attack the U.S., the continental U.S.?
During World War II?
No, they didn't.
No, only Japan.
The
and Pearl
Japanese
Harbor.
did though.
Right?
Well, no, the Japanese also dropped those little air balloon bombs on the West Coast too. Remember?
Right now
That's a
that
little
is something-
no. They
That
dropped
was
little
something-
mines via the air balloons on the West
was
Coast,
something-
all up and
damn,
down, mostly Washington and Oregon.
Now that I had heard. Now, but what I'm talking about is apparently there was a something that got blown up on the East Coast, and I can't think of what the name of it was. Maybe it was like a munitions factory or something that they blew up.
Hey Belushi, my new best friend. Good to see you, man. Hey Golden Crisp. Death memes. I think I already said hi to Death memes. Brooke Van Horn. It's good to see you guys. HMR weapons machinist. Okay, where were you, Boyle? Sorry. Squirrel.
Man, what was it? Right? What was it called? Tom's something. It was blown up during World War II, and it was either a munitions factory or there was gunpowder there or something.
On the East
Coast.
What?
On the East Coast.
Oh, so they were trying to false flagging something for the World War, probably, like they did over here with Pearl Harbor.
But this was complete news to me when I saw it. I was like, what the hell?
Are you kidding? I didn't start learning about most of this stuff until about 10 years ago is when I decided to wake the fuck up. So, but it was a new thing for me.
Tyler, we did talk about Sinbad Shazam. He keeps telling me Sinbad Shazam.
Oh, that's
we
one
did
of the
talk
major
about
ones. Yeah.
Sinbad Shazam, yeah. And then he did his little April Fool joke. I mean, that's one that everybody. But you're right. Most of it seems to be inconsequential shit. You know, little things.
Or even like spellings, like because I remember the Smoky Mountains, and now it's like without an E. Like, because I even drove through Tennessee, like I literally saw the sign like Smoky Mountains and stuff, and now it's not. Like,
Isn't that just lazy though? They didn't want to put another E in there, like they're getting rid of cursive because everybody's
was
so
it Tom's
fucking
River?
lazy.
That sounds right, maybe.
Tom's River, New Jersey. This is Jessica
Maybe.
Lightworker.
Black Tom. Everybody's saying Black Tom. Yeah, okay. So I'm not tripping. Yes, there was an explosion. Black Tom's something got blown up by the Germans during World War II.
I don't remember anything like that in history.
Right. Or it was actually, yeah, but I think that was probably another false flag, because remember, they were trying to get us into the war at the time, which we ended up getting into the war at the time thanks to Pearl Harbor.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that for sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't.
Well,
tripping.
that's the whole Axis and Allies.
Now this says World War
Yeah.
One. Black Tom explosion, active sabotage. German agents destroyed a munitions factory.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to start to wrap it up.
Okay,
We're coming up on 2 hours right now, so.
Are we? Oh,
Yeah.
good lord. Well.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy shit going on, man. I don't know.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's getting weird. That's
I know
for sure,
that
guys.
it was definitely Sinbad and Shazam, and there were 4 people in that car, and I know for a fact Mandela died in prison, and it's Oscar Meyer. Like, those things I know for sure.
Yep.
And the Monopoly guy had a monocle.
Mandela
and Chick-fil-A, like now it's got a K in it and never did
Right.
before.
Really?
Wait, what?
Oh. Yeah, Chick-fil-A now has like a K in it. Like I even had to look at it, and it's like people's
Well, how
name
about
badges and everything.
Febreze is only spelled with 1 E.
Yeah. Yep.
What? Like, it was Febreze.
I used to call it Free Breeze to be funny. I used to call it Free Breeze. Why would I call it Free Breeze if it wasn't spelled free?
It's only spelled, Breze now.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Wow.
So the E in the breeze is gone, not the other E. I thought it had 2 E's in the free. Who knows? I'm semi-retarded.
You know what? They changed the label of my chiladas once when I drank one of those Budweiser chiladas.
Yeah.
They changed the label on that. I'm starting to fade away on what it used to look like. Then it's going to be another Mandela effect.
Well, even like the Jif and Jiffy peanut butter, like that changed. Like a whole bunch of stuff. It's crazy. Even spelling of judgment, like there's no E in judgment now, I guess. Like, I don't know. Crazy stuff.
Just goofy
hey,
shit.
spell
Just
checker
goofy
makes
shit.
me still put an E in it.
The question is,
okay.
what is going on, What is going on?
All right, you guys. Thank you very much for calling in.
We love you.
Have an amazing,
Yep.
fantastic evening.
Yeah, you guys take care.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me.
Good night. We'll see you.
Good night.
See you next time. Good night, Philly.
Later, fam.
Good night.
Okay. The thing is to unclick the report. That's the thing there. Okay.
Walk your way through it. I have no idea what were you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was an interesting show. It kind of went about 5,000 different directions, but
doesn't it always?
That's why we love the Conspiracy Couch, because you never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates, right?
Never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get. So you got UFOs tonight. You didn't think you were getting that, but you got that. Hey,
Right.
Alfredo, good to see you. Okay, so let me empty the chest over on D Live.
Right. You got any announcements, guys? I have one. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. on my channel, me, Tyler Koala, Conspiracy Theory Trivia. So be there, because that's what you need to be doing at 8 o'clock on a Friday.
Is your link
hanging out
gonna
with
link
us.
up this time? I gotta do foil duty to
listen.
make sure it does, don't I?
I made a link. It is up, guys, on my YouTube channel.
But will it
the
work?
Foxhole link is up.
We
I
don't
don't know.
know.
We don't know.
We don't know, right?
We don't know. Right? If not, go to my channel and click the live. It'll be there. We will be there. I'm gonna get a QR scanner so I can scan the QRs on the cards. It'll give us a whole new level. Hopefully that'll be next week. But
Rewards are
tomorrow,
going
8
out
p.m.
on D Live, guys. Rewards are going out. All right.
What else we got to tell them?
Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So no Space Force news on Sunday. But I know, right? So sad. But we will be back with Space Force News 2.0 next week on Sunday night at 6 p.m. And that will be with Brad has his amazing bumpers that are just...
They're sweet.
So amazing. Yeah, you guys are going to love it. I can't... I wanted to tell you for so long what he did and how cool it is, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. So I can't tell you.
Yeah.
No.
It'll be a whole new thing.
No.
Right?
But it's going to be amazing. So I'm very excited about Space Force News 2.0 next Sunday night. Thank you for the tacos, guys. I really appreciate that. The tacos are amazing.
Did you check the Cash App?
Let me do that right now. Let me check the Cash App. And let's see. Next Wednesday night on Wednesday Night Live, which is 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Scott from Woke Societals will be on, and we will. Yeah, he's going to tell me all of his high strangeness stories. I didn't know that, but he's been through a bunch of. Yeah, he's had a bunch of crazy experiences like me, and he's going to come on and tell us about them. So that's going to be super exciting.
Super fun.
Let me see if what's going on in here. I can never figure this out. Okay, so no, we're good here. So
okay,
yeah. So anyway, I can't get into the Venmo right now. I don't know what's going on over there. I got to get that fixed though. So yeah, that's going to be super exciting. I'm really excited to hear his stories, and that's going to be lots of fun. So definitely come and hang out for that. Other than that, I don't think we really have any other announcements. I want to give a big thank you to the mods. You guys are amazing. You always
love
do
you
such
guys.
a wonderful job. Thank you. We love you, and all the people that support this channel. We're very appreciative of you.
We are.
For sure. One more thing. I'm going to be making a lot of changes in the coming weeks, you guys. I'm going to start going on by myself and stuff like that. I'm kind of putting it together. I'm not totally sure what the format is going to be, what I'm going to do. So I may just start coming on little by little, just chilling and hanging out with you guys and talking. And then I'm going to move into whatever format I'm going to go into by myself. But I'm going to start going on more often, and I will be going on by myself, which is a challenge for me because I've always had others with me. Right, Foil?
You got this.
Right? I'm going to be all right.
It'll be fine.
Thanks.
This is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. So,
this is fine.
Go ahead with whatever you need to say, my friend, and then we will close up.
Yeah, guys, like, share, subscribe. Go over and follow us. We are on DLive, Twitch, Pilled, Foxhole, and Rockfin. Rockfin. Go make the free account. You can donate directly. Cash App, Venmo. The links should be in the description below, along with all our personal links on the link trees. If you want to support us and a veteran-owned business, you need to go to BeardVet.com. Their coffee is delicious. They've got this rum coffee. I don't even know what to say. It's freaking great. Okay, if you need some manly beard stuff, we got you. Promo code SFN at checkout, 10% off. Always free shipping over $35. We'll see you week after next for new Conspiracy Couch, and week after this week for Space Force 2.0.
Hey, somebody in the chat said something about, are we breaking up? No, we're not breaking up. Me and Foil.
We're not breaking up.
We love working together. We love doing projects together. We're definitely not breaking up. You know, we're the dynamic duo.
Alara's gonna be doing. Yeah, she wants to do a thing where it's just
stuff.
Alara. Yeah, I have a channel where I go do stuff that's random.
Yeah.
God only knows what I do over there. I don't even know what I do over there. I mean, but we are together on these projects.
Yeah. It's all right, guys. Don't worry. It's not the end of Foil and Alara just because I'm going to do other stuff by myself here. So.
All right. So go sub to my channel since Alara's breaking up with me, guys. She's kicking me out.
All right. Tonight has been just crazy. So on that crazy note, with some more craziness, good night, everybody. We will see you.
We love you.
Hopefully on Wednesday. If not, we will see you for whenever we see you next, which.
Space Force News 2.0.
Right. Space Force News 2.0 next Sunday night. All right. Good night. Good night, Space Patriots.